राम 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 सर्वेभ्यः नमो नमः सुप्रभातम्। गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। सर्वेभ्यः हार्दं स्वागतं व्याहरामि। अद्य ब्रह्मस्तवः इति नूतनपाठनस्य प्रवेशं कुर्मः। वस्तुतः अयं भागः महाकवि कालिदासस्य कुमारसम्भवम् इति महाकाव्यात् उद्धृतः भागः वर्तते। वयं सर्वे जानीमः यत् कालिदासः अत्यन्तश्रेष्ठतम कविः संस्कृतसाहित्यक्षेत्रे। तेनैव संस्कृतमहाकाव्येषु पञ्चमहाकाव्यानि सन्ति संस्कृतसाहित्ये। तेषु महाकाव्यद्वयं कालिदासस्य एव, रघुवंशं तथैव कुमारसम्भवम् इति महाकाव्यद्वयं कालिदासेन विरचितम्। तन्मध्ये कुमारसम्भवः इति अथवा कुमारसम्भवम् इति महाकाव्यं सुब्रह्मण्यस्य आविर्भावं वर्णयति। कथं शिवपार्वत्योः विवाहः भविष्यति, कथं पार्वती शिवस्य आराधनं तपः आचरति, कथं ब्रह्मादयः सर्वेपि देवाः शिवस्य समीपं गत्वा अथवा तत्र पार्वत्याः तत्र पितृपादानां समीपं गत्वा हिमालयस्य समीपं गत्वा शिवेन सह पार्वत्याः विवाहः भवतु इति कथं ते प्रार्थयन्ति, एतत् सर्वमपि कुमारसम्भव महाकाव्ये द्रष्टुं शक्यते। वस्तुतः अत्र कुमारसम्भवस्य द्वितीयसर्गस्य भागः दत्तं वर्तते। अत्र कालिदासः कथं सर्वेपि देवाः ब्रह्मणः समीपं गत्वा प्रार्थयन्ति, ब्रह्माणं कथं बहुभिः श्लोकैः प्रार्थयन्ति इति द्रष्टुं शक्यते। कालिदासस्य विषये आगामी कक्षायाम् इतोपि किञ्चित् जानीमः। परं वस्तुतः अद्य ब्रह्मस्तवस्य प्रथम श्लोकस्य अर्थम् इदानीं ज्ञातुं प्रयत्नं कुर्मः। अयं पाठ्यभागः महाकवि कालिदासविरचितस्य कुमारसम्भवनामकमहाकाव्यस्य द्वितीयसर्गात् उद्धृतः। पार्वत्याः शङ्करसेवासमये तारकासुरपरिभवम् असहमानाः इन्द्रादयः सर्वेपि देवाः तन्निवेदनाय ब्रह्मणः सद्म प्रपेदिरे। तत्र ते सर्वे देवाः चतुर्मुखं ब्रह्माणं प्रणम्य त्वमेव सर्वस्य कारणम् इति यथार्थभूताभिः वाग्भिः स्तोत्रैः स्तोतुं समुपचक्रिरे। अयं प्रसङ्गः विद्यते। पश्यामः कथं ते ब्रह्माणं स्तुवन्ति इति। In short, the lesson that we are going to study today has been chosen from the Mahakavya Kumarasambhavam written by Kalidasa. And as the name suggests, Kumarasambhava So it is about the advent of Subramanya, in which Kalidasa describes how Parvati did the penance, did the tapas, and did the seva of Shiva, and how their marriage happens, etc. During this time, or during this, there is a demon by name Tarakasura who will basically torment or harass or um, give a lot of trouble to all the devatas. And now he has also obtained many boons from Brahma, and which is basically a big reason for the worry of the devatas. So all the gods go to Brahma and seek for some solution. They ask him, how can we um, fight against Tarakasura and obtain our powers back? So in that conversation, once they go to Brahma, how do they pray to Brahma? So that is what is being captured beautifully in these verses of Brahmastavaha. And Brahma says, if at all we will have to find a commander in chief for the Devata army, then it has to be the son of Shiva. And Parvati is the only person who can bear the son of Shiva. And we have to plan or propose the marriage, the divine marriage of Parvati and Shiva. So this is the overall plot of the Kumara Sambhavam. Now let us try to see these shlokas and understand how beautifully Mahakavi Kalidasa has put across his thoughts in how the Devatas did the puja or the stotram of Brahma. So I request the students to please raise your hand so that I can read out the shloka and you can repeat. One thing is there is no requirement to memorize these shlokas per se, but if you at all get a chance and are able to memorize, it will be very much helpful in writing the answers in the exam. But this is not a prescribed portion for memorization, but it is good to memorize because the shlokas are also very good and it is in praise of Brahma. Okay. Vijay Kumar Mohodaya, please repeat after me.
Namaste Mohoday.
Namaste. Tasmin viprakrita kale
Tasmin viprakrita kale. Tasmin viprakrita kale.
tarakena divaukasaha
Tarakena divaukasaha. Tarakena divaukasaha.
turasaham purodhaya
Turasaham purodhaya. Turasaham purodhaya.
dhamasvayam bhuvam yayuhu.
Dhamasvayam bhuvam yayuhu. Dhamasvayam bhuvam yayuhu.
Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavad.
Okay. So now let us see the padacheda, then anvaya, then anvayartha and bhavartha. The sopana kramena asya shlokasya artham ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः. अत्र पदच्छेदं प्रथमं कुर्मः. तस्मिन् विप्रकृताः काले तारकेण दिवौकसः तुरासाहं पुरोधाय धाम स्वायम्भुवं ययुः. एवमेव अस्ति. तत्र विशिष्टरूपेण कोऽपि सन्धिः अथवा किमपि नास्ति. अत्र तस्मिन् विप्रकृताः काले इत्यादि. अत्र नूतनानि पदानि अस्माभिः द्रष्टुं शक्यते. दिवौकसः, तुरासाहम् इत्यादि तादृश प्रयोगान् कालिदासस्य प्रयोगान् अत्र द्रष्टुं शक्नुमः। अन्वयम् इदानीं पश्यामः कथमस्ति अस्य श्लोकस्य अन्वयः इति। तत्र क्रियापदं किमस्ति इति पश्यामश्चेत् ययुः इति क्रियापदमस्ति। ययुः इति लिट्लकारस्य रूपमस्ति। या प्रापणेति धातुः याति इति धातोः लिट्लकाररूपं वर्तते ययुः इति। इदानीं प्रश्नं कुर्मः चेत् के ययुः, यतोहि ययुः इति बहुवचनमस्ति। के ययुः इति प्रश्ने कृते अत्र अस्मिन् श्लोके प्रथमाविभक्त्यन्तं पदं किमस्ति इति पश्यामः। दिवौकसः इति शब्दः सुमनसः वत्, तन्नाम देवाः इत्यर्थः। दिवौकसः इति प्रथमाविभक्त्यन्तं पदं वर्तते, बहुवचनमस्ति, प्रथमाविभक्तिः बहुवचनम्, अतः दिवौकसः ययुः इति प्रथमं भवति। पुनः वयं प्रश्नं कुर्मः, अस्तु कीदृशाः दिवौकसः, what kind of devatas, if you ask a question. There is another word which is in the prathama vibhakti again, which is viprakritaha. Viprakritaha divaukasah yayuh. Punaha prashnam kurmaha. Viprakritaha. Viprakritaha is also a kridanta. If you have identified it, then it's also showing some kriya. So then you can ask, kena viprakritaha. Then you will get an answer in Tritiya Vibhakti which is tarakena. So tarakena viprakritaha devaha athava divaukasah yayuhu. Then you can ask again one more question. Kutra yayuhu, where did they go? Yayuhu means they reached, they went. Kutra yayuhu iti prashne krite swayambhuvam dhama yayuhu. Swayambhuvam dhama yayuhu iti उत्तरं प्राप्तुं शक्यते। इदानीं पुनः इतोपि प्रश्नान् कर्तुं शक्नुमः। कदा, कस्मिन् समये ते तत्र गतवन्तः इत्यादि। तदा कस्मिन् इत्यनेन सप्तमी विभक्त्यन्तं पदम् अस्माभिः द्रष्टव्यम्। तस्मिन् काले, तस्मिन् अत्र अस्ति, तस्मिन् काले, तस्मिन् काले ते देवाः स्वायम्भुवं धाम ययुः। पुनः कथं ययुः, हौ डिड् दे गो इति प्रश्ने कृते तुरासाहं पुरस्कृत्य, तुरासाहं पुरोधाय इति अस्माभिः वक्तुं शक्यते। एवं क्रियापदस्य उपयोगेन, क्रियापदस्य साहाय्येन यदि वयं प्रश्नान् कुर्मः तर्हि तत्र अन्वयं प्राप्तुं सुलभं भवति। एतत् मनसि निधाय इदानीम् अस्य श्लोकस्य अन्वयं पश्यामः। अन्वयः एवं वर्तते, तस्मिन् काले तारकेण विप्रकृताः दिवौकसः तुरासाहं पुरोधाय स्वायम्भुवं धाम ययुः। एवं सुलभरीत्या अवगन्तुं शक्यते। इदानीम् अस्य अन्वयस्य प्रतिपदार्थं पश्यामः, किं किं तस्य अर्थः भवति इति। प्रथममस्ति तस्मिन् काले इति। तस्मिन् काले इत्यनेन अत्र ब्रह्मस्तवः वस्तुतः कुमारसम्भवस्य द्वितीयसर्गे द्रष्टुं शक्यते। द्वितीयसर्गस्य प्रथमः एव श्लोकः अस्ति। परं तस्मात् पूर्वं प्रथमसर्गे किं जातम् इत्युक्ते, पार्वती शङ्करस्य, शिवस्य सेवां करोति तस्मिन् समये इत्यर्थः। तस्मिन् काले इत्यनेन पार्वतीकृतशङ्करसेवासमये, तस्मिन् समये तारकेण, तारकनाम्ना दैत्येन, तारकासुरः इति कश्चन दैत्यः वर्तते, तेन विप्रकृताः, विप्रकृताः, निराकृताः, पीडिताः, टॉर्चर्ड, टॉर्मेंटेड और हरास्ड इत्यादि वक्तुं शक्यते, विप्रकृताः दिवौकसः देवाः दिवौकसः नाम देवाः तत्र दिवम् एव ओकः येषां ते इति तस्य विग्रहः अपि वक्तुं शक्यते दिवौकसः इति शब्दस्य तन्नाम ये स्वर्गे निवसन्ति दिवि निवसन्ति इति वक्तुं शक्यते तद् नाम देवाः अमराः अमराः निर्जराः देवाः इत्यादि अमरकोशेऽपि द्रष्टुं शक्यते एवं देवाः सुमनसः तुरासाहं तुरासाः तुराशाट् इति तत्र शब्दः तत्तु इन्द्रस्य अपरं नाम अथवा समानार्थकः शब्दः देवराजम् इन्द्रम् इत्यर्थः तुरासाहम् इति द्वितीयविभक्तौ वर्तते इन्द्र हु इस् अ किङ्ग् आफ् आल् द देवतास् तत्र तुरासाहम् इत्यस्य पदस्यापि अर्थः तुरं साहयते इति तन्नाम one who comes immediately. So that is the meaning, or one who supports, one who assists immediately. That is the meaning of this word turashat. Um, and the Dvitiya Bhakti of that is turasaham. Evam bhavati. Turasaham nama indram ityartha. Purodhaya. Purodhaya is Lyabantavyayam, Kridantavyayam. Tannama Puraskritya. Nama keeping Indra at the front, or being like Indra leading the group of the Devatas, they went to the abode of Brahma, where Brahma was there. Swayambhuvam Brahmanaha ityarthaha of Brahma. Swayambhu ityukte Brahma. So something that is related to Brahma, something that is related to Swayambhu is Swayambhuvam. Swayambhuvam nama Brahmanaha. Dhama sthanam bhavanam griham ityadi sadma yayuhu jagmuhu. They all went to Brahma's place. इदानीम् अस्य श्लोकस्य सारांशं पश्यामः पार्वतीकृतशङ्करसेवासमये तारकनाम्ना दैत्येन पीडिताः देवाः इन्द्रं पुरस्कृत्य ब्रह्मणः स्थानं जग्मुः. At that time when Parvati um, was doing the worship of Shiva, the denizens of heaven, that is the Devatas, harassed by Taraka, went to the abode of Brahma, being headed by Indra. So the group of Devatas, keeping Indra at the front, at the forefront, went to Brahma's abode to tell about what is happening here. So let us see the Vyakaranamsha of these. Tasmin Dakarantah Tachabdaha Tasya Pullinge Saptami Bhaktihi Ekavachanam Viprakritaha Atra Kridantam Vartate Kritaha is Ta Pratyaya Viprakritaha Vipra Upasarga Sahita Kridhatuhu, which is Akaranta Pullinga Prathama Bhakti Bahuvachanam Kale Akarantaha Saptami Bhaktihi Ekavachanam Tasmin Kale Ubhavapi Tatra Saptami Bhaktau Vartate Anantaram Tarakena अकारान्तः तारकः इति तस्य नाम अतः प्रथमविभक्तिः क्षम्यताम् अत्र तारकेण तृतीयविभक्तिः एकवचनं दिवौकसः सकारान्तः शब्दः दिवौकस् इति शब्दः वर्तते प्रथमविभक्तिः बहुवचनं तुरासाहं द्वितीयविभक्तिः एकवचनं पुरोधाय पुरस् दुधाय् इति धातुः तस्य ल्यबन्ताव्ययम् अव्ययं वर्तते धाम इति धामन् इति शब्दः नकारान्तः शब्दः द्वितीयविभक्तिः एकवचनं धामधामनि धामानि इति रूपाणि भवन्ति स्वायम्भुवं स्वयं भवति इति स्वयंभूः तन्नाम ब्रह्मा तस्य स्वयंभू स्वयंभो तत्र तस्य इदम् इति भवति, स्वायंभुवम् इति रूपं भवति तत्र। या प्रापणे धातुः या ययुः इत्यस्य लिट्लकार प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनं, ययौ इति प्रथमपुरुष एकवचनरूपं भवति। एवं तत्र प्रथमश्लोकस्य अर्थः अस्माभिः ज्ञातः। तत्र यदा देवाः ब्रह्मणः सत्त्व गच्छन्ति तत्र किं कुर्वन्ति इति इदानीं पश्यामः। जयदेव महोदय कृपया अनुवदतु। तेषामाविरभूत् ब्रह्मा
तेषामाविरभूत् ब्रह्मा
परिम्लानमुखश्रियां
परिम्लानमुखश्रियां
सरसां सुप्तपद्मानां
सरसां सुप्तपद्मानां
प्रातर्दीधितिमानिव।
प्रातर्दीधितिमानिव। धन्यवादः महोदय।
धन्यवादाः। अस्तु, इदानीं ललिता भगिनी, can you please try to do the padacheda for this?
तेषाम् आविर्भूत
आविरभूत्
आविर्भूत ब्रह्मा परिम्लानं परिमलानमुखम्
एकमेव पदं, परिम्लान मुखश्रियां।
ओके। सरसां सुप्तपद्मानां प्रातः दीधिः
नो, दीधितिमान्।
अच्छा, दीधितिमान्, ओके, इव। अच्छा, didiriman is one word. Okay, that is Surya. Okay, okay.
समीचीनं, यस्। अस्तु, धन्यवादाः।
धन्यवादः।
अस्तु, इदानीम् अत्र पश्यामः क्रियापदं किमस्ति इति पश्यामश्चेत् अत्र आविरभूत् इति क्रियापदं विद्यते। आविरभूत् नाम सः आगतवान् अथवा तादृशं प्रकटितवान् इत्यर्थः। आविरभूत्। अभूत् इति भूधातोः लुङ्लकारः अभूत्। सो एवं ब्रह्मा अभूत्। कः अभूत् इति प्रश्ने कृते, कः आविरभूत् इति प्रश्ने कृते ब्रह्मा आविरभूत्। कदा पुनः एतादृशप्रश्नान् वयं कुर्मः तर्हि तद्वारा अन्वयं प्राप्तुं शक्नुमः। पदच्छेदः एवमस्ति, तेषाम् आविरभूत् ब्रह्मा परिम्लानमुखश्रियां सरसां सुप्तपद्मानां प्रातः दीधितिमान् इव। परिम्लानमुखश्रियां तेषां ब्रह्मा सुप्तपद्मानां सरसां प्रातः दीधितिमान् इव आविरभूत्। इदानीं कालिदासः तस्य उपमालङ्कारस्य उपयोगार्थम् अतीव प्रसिद्धः। उपमा कालिदासस्य इत्यपि कालिदासस्य कीर्तिः वर्तते। तस्य सर्वेषु अपि काव्येषु उपमालङ्कारस्य उपयोगम्, उपमालङ्कारः इत्युक्ते द सिमिलि, the way Kalidasa expresses and gives a comparison of two things is very great in his kavyas, and you can see many examples where Kalidasa employs this technique of giving a simile or a comparison or the upama in his kavyas. So here, if we try to understand the context of what is happening, all the devataha, all the gods have gone to Brahma because they are now being tortured by Tarakasura. And how are they being seen, or how are they when they went to Brahma's place? If you ask that question, they are like the Supta Padmas. Supta Padmas is they don't have that enthusiasm in their body, and they are all putting down their head and saying, "Oh, we are in deep trouble." So that is a situation you can imagine when all the Devataha have gone to the Brahma's place. They are all like with their heads down. Parimlana Mukhashyam. So they are all Parimlanam. Nama, they were in so much of deep distress that they are unable to even face Brahma or even speak to Brahma because they are very, very much sad about the states of what is happening there. And then how did Brahma uh, came in front of them? So here Kalidasa says he just came like the Surya who will come in the Prabhata or who is just rising, which is making all the lotus to bloom. So all the lotus to come to life. So Sarasam Supta Padmanam. So all the Padmas, that is basically the all the lotus flowers are basically sleeping in the pond. And as soon as the sun rises, they will bloom. In this way, Brahma himself, when he started to speak or he showed himself to the Devataha, their faces also were bloomed because of Brahma being like the Surya. So that is the comparison that is being given in this particular shloka by Kalidasa. So with this the context in mind, let us see the Anvaya. How does this look? Parimlana Mukhashriyam Tesham Nama Devatanam Ityartha Brahma Suryah Iva Suptapadmanam Sarasam Pratah Didhitiman Iva Avirabhut. एवं दीधितिमान् इत्युक्ते सूर्यः एवं सः आगतवान् एवं प्रकटितवान् आत्मानं प्रकटितवान् इत्यर्थः इदानीं पदपदार्थं पश्यामः परिम्लानमुखश्रियां परिक्षीणान् परिक्षीणानन शोभानां नाम with who are with the dull faces or unhappy faces तेषां नाम देवानां ब्रह्मा स्वयंभूः ब्रह्मा सुप्तपद्मानां निमीलितकमलानां supta ityanena it is still not bloomed. Supta padmanam sarasam jalashayanam in the lakes basically or in the ponds. Prataha pratyusha samaye अथवा प्रत्यूष काले प्रातः काले दीधितिमान इव सूर्यः इव आविरभूत प्रत्यक्षः अभवत्. He came in front of them. प्रकटितवान् आत्मानं प्रकटितवान्. परिक्षीणानन शोभानां देवानां स्वयंभूः निमीलितकमलानां जलाशयानां प्रत्यूषे सूर्यः इव उदयित्. In that way he just came in front of them. The अर्थः एवं भवति. Brahma came in front of these devataha in the form how the sun rose and basically made the lotuses which were in the pond to bloom. In that way, Brahma came in front of the Devataha, came in front of the gods who were very much unhappy and in distress. That's the meaning of this shloka. Tesham avirabhut Brahma parimlan mukhashriyam sarasam suptapadmanam pratar didhitiman iva. Tatra vyakaranamshan pashyamaha. Tesham dakarantaha pullingaha here. Please note. Of course, the tat shabda is there in all the lingas, but here tesham is pullinga because we are considering devaha as a pullinga shabda. So deva tesham devanam iti tesham आविरभूत भूधातोः लुङ्लकार रूपं भवति आविरभूत ब्रह्मा नकारान्तः ब्रह्मन् शब्दः नकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः प्रथमाविभक्तिः एकवचनं परिम्लानमुखश्रियां मुखस्य श्रीः मुखश्रीः परिम्लाना मुखश्रीः येषां ते mukhashrihi is basically the face or the uh, gloom on the face. You can think in that way also. The parimlana mukhashriyam is that has been now not well seen. So that is parimlana mukhashriyam. So people who are having that dull face, so they they tadrisha devataha atra sarasam saras iti shabdaha saraha sarasi saramsi सकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गशब्दः षष्ठीविभक्तिः बहुवचनम् अत्र सुप्तपद्मानां पद्म इति नपुंसकलिङ्गशब्दः तस्य षष्ठीविभक्तिः बहुवचनं प्रातः इति अव्ययं प्रातःकाले इति दीधितिमान् प्रशस्ताः दीधितयः किरणाः अस्य सन्ति that is the expansion or the vigraha for this word didhitiman, one who is having bright rays. So he is didhitiman, which is Surya. Iva is an avyaya, which just says about the comparison of how it is being compared. When we say upamalankara, that is the simile, in any example that we consider for upamalankara, there will be four um, features in that particular sentence or characteristics of upamalankara. I'll tell the names of what are these four constituent parts of the upamalankara. One is called an upamana. Second one is the upameya, then sadrishya vachaka, and then sadharana dharma or samanya dharma. We can call it either way. So these are the four constituent parts of any upamalankara. Here, for example, if we say Brahma Suryaha iva prakashamanaha asit, we will consider that as the statement. So the upamana means what is the object that is the reference, what is that we are trying to say this is similar to something else. So what is that which is having the gunadhikya? Okay, that is called upamana. So in this case, Suryaha will be the upamana because we are comparing Brahma to Surya. Surya is having that infinite effulgence. And then what is that being compared? The object that is being compared is the upameya. Okay, for example, here in this case, Brahma is the upameya. Then sadrishya vachaka. Sadrishya vachaka is what is the term used to compare or say that there is a similarity, etc. So here in this case, Iva. Iva is the sadrishya vachaka. And the last one is the sadharana dharma or the samanya dharma. That means to say, what is the commonality between these two that are being compared? Sometimes it will be evident in the statement, sometimes it may not be evident. So in this case, it is not evident. So which is like prakashamanaha is the word which is the samanya dharma. In the way sun rises and throws light on these supta padmas to bloom, in the same way, Brahma came in front of the Devataha and basically made their faces also gloom. So in this way, the Upamalankara has these four constituent elements. Just that's for your information to know. And wherever you come across um, the Upamalankara or these kind of statements, you can easily understand about it. So Brahma is, there is a question in the chat box, so I'm just trying to read that and answer it. Brahma is Prathama Bhakti. Yes, Prathama Bhakti Ekavachan because Brahman Shabdaha. Brahman is Nakaranta Shabda. Brahma, Brahmano, Brahmanaha. For Deva, Akarantaha Pullingaha Devaha, Devaha Devo Devaha. But if you consider Devata, Devata is a Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So irrespective of whether it is being referred to Shiva or Parvati or any other Devata, the word itself is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda Devata. So here, Tesham ityanena Devatanam, Devatanam, if we consider, then it will become a Strilinga Shabda, Devanam iti vaktum shakyate. Sumanasam, Divaukasam iti vaktum shakyate. So, dhanyawadaha. So I've answered that question. So with this, we'll proceed to the next shloka. Amita Bhargava, please repeat after me. अथ सर्वस्य धातारम्
सर्वस्य धातारन् अथ सर्वस्य धातारन्
धातारम् ओके ते सर्वे सर्वतोमुखम्
ते सर्वे सर्वतोमुखम् ते सर्वे सर्वतोमुखम्
वागीशं वाग्भिरर्थ्याभिः
वागीशं वाग्भिरर्थ्याभिः वागीशं वाग्भिरर्थ्याभिः
प्रणिपत्योपतस्थिरे
प्रणिपत्योपतस्थिरे प्रणिपत्योपत्यस्थिरे
प्रणिपत्य उपस्थिरे अस्तु धन्यवादाः. Okay, so we will now see the padacheda for this. Nalini Bhagini, can you please try doing the padacheda?
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Atha sarvasya dataram sarve sarvato mukam. Single word. Vagisham vakbihi arthayabihi. Astu va?
Yeah, samichinam. Vagbhihi arthyabhihi.
Pranipatyopatas.
Pranipatya upasthire.
Upasthire. Okay.
Astu. Dhanyawadaha. Okay. Now, if you can identify the Kriya Pada in this shloka, it is the last one, which is Upatasthire. Pranipatya Upatasthire is there, right? Upatasthire is the Kriya Pada here. So that means to say they stood there. They all started to stand there and then start praising Brahma. So that is the overall gist of this particular shloka. Atha sarvasya dhataram. So this is how the padacheda looks. Sarvasya dhataram te sarve sarvato mukham vagisham vagbhihi arthyabhihi pranipatya upatasthire. Atra गुणसन्धिः विद्यते. सूर्य उदयः सूर्योदयः वत् प्रणिपत्य उपस्थिरे प्रणिपत्योपतस्थिरे. वाग्भिः अर्थ्याभिः अत्र रेफादेशविसर्गसन्धिः वर्तते. यद्यपि there are also other places where the sandhi is there, like for example vagishah, vak ishah, so that is vagisha, but it's a compound word. Similarly sarvato mukham, sarvatah mukham, sarvato mukham, but that's a single word or one word. Let's see the anvaya. Atha sarve te sarvato mukham vagisham sarvasya dhataram pranipatya arthyabhihi vagbhihi upatasthire. So here we can also have say atha sarve, atha te sarve or sarve te, either way we can say it. And then sarvato mukham sarvasya dhataram vagisham is also correct, because all these are the words that are adjectives to Brahma itself. Sarvasya dhataram means one who is holding everything. So he is Brahma. Sarvato mukham, one who is having a face all in all the directions. So it is Sarvato mukha. So Sarvato mukham vagisham. Vagisham, one who is the Isha of Vagdevata. That is one who is the husband of Vani. So he is Brahma. So evam Vagisham Sarvato mukham sarvasya dhataram pranipatya, having bowed down to them, having bowed down to Brahma, Arthyabhihi Vagbhihi. Arthyabhihi Nama, with words which were full in the meaning, okay, with meaningful praises. Arthyabhihi Vagbhihi, through their words, they they stood there and they prayed to Brahma. That is the meaning of this shloka. Let us now see the Padapadartha in the Anvaya order. Atha means after that. Tataha uh, uh, in is the meaning. So please bear with me for this mistake here. It's not uh, experts in ethics, but here it is after this or after that. Sarve samastaha, all, te devaha, again gods. Sarvatomukham, Chaturmukham, the four-faced Brahma, Sarvataha, in all the directions. He has a face in all the four directions. Chaturmukham, Vagisham, Vakpatim, Brahmanam, Sarvasya, Samagrasya, Jagataha, ityarthaha, Sarvasya, Dhataram, Janayitaram, one who is the Dhata, one who is holding everything, one who has created everything. Dhataram, Pranipatya, Natva, Namaskritya, Arthyabhihi, Arthagarbhabhihi, or अर्थगर्भितैः इत्यपि वक्तुं शक्यते. By meaningful, वाग्भिः, गीर्भिः, गीहि is another word for vak. Vachobhihi is another way you can say. Upatasthire, stotum arabdhavantaha, they started praising, they stood there and started praising Brahma. Tataha samastaha devaha chaturmukham vakpatim samagrasya janaitaram natva arthagarbhabhihi girbhihi stotum arabhanta, they started to pray to uh, Lord Brahma. Then, having bowed down to him, having a face on all the four sides, who is the creator of all and who is the Bhagavan of speech, or the husband of Vani, Devaha propitiated him with appropriate speeches, or basically with appropriate shlokas or hymns. They started to praise Brahma with these hymns. Let's see the Vyakaranamsha here. Atha avyayam sarvasya shashti vibhaktihi ekavachanam dhataram rakarantah shabdah dhatr shabdah dhata dhatarau dhatarah. So dvitiya vibhaktihi ekavachanam te dakarantah pulingah prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam sah taute. Sarve is also bahuvachanam. Sarvato mukham, sarvataha mukhani yasya, one who is having the face in all directions. Tam bahurihi samasah. Vagisham, Vachamishah, Tam, Shashti Tatpurushaha, one who is the Lord of all the speeches, that is Vagishaha. Another one is Vachaha Nama Vagdevatayaha Ishaha. Another way of understanding that word is also possible. So Akarantaha Pulingaha Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam Vagbhihi Vach Shabdaha Strilingaha Tritiya Bhaktihi Bahuvachanam Arthyabhihi Akarantaha Arthya iti Shabdaha Arthyabhihi, one which is having the meaning, one which is meaningful. That is Arthya. Arthya is the word. This is a Kridanta, as you would have identified it. Pranipatya, pra upasarga sahita, ni upasarga sahita, patlirgatau patati iti dhatoho, pranipatya, lyabantavayam, upatasthire, upasarga purvaka, shtha gati nirvrittau iti dhatuhu, atmanepadi, litlakara prathama purusha bahuvachanam, upatasthire iti rupam bhavati. So in summary, if you see what happened so far, because the all the gods were being tormented by Tarakasura, they all go to Brahma's abode, where Brahma comes in front of them, or he manifests in front of them like the Surya, and all the devas are now about to praise Brahma, who is the creator of all these, or all the creatures, and who is having face on all the four sides. So that is the context. Now, how will they pray to Brahma? What will they praise him about? So that is what we are going to see in this next shloka. Gopal Krishna Mahodaya, please repeat after me. Namastrimurtaye tubhyam
नमस्त्रिमूर्तये तुभ्यं नमस्त्रिमूर्तये तुभ्यं
प्राक् सृष्टे केवलात्मने
प्राक् सृष्टे केवलात्मने प्राक् सृष्टे केवलात्मने
गुणत्रय विभागाय
गुणत्रयविभागाय
पश्चाद्भेदमुपेयुषे
पश्चात् भेदमुपेयुषे
धन्यवादाः.
धन्यवादाः.
Shankar Mahodaya, can you please try to do the Padacheda?
Ram 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 Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Namaha Trimurtaye. Atra Sattva-sandhi vartade.
हाँ सत्त्वसन्धीन नमः त्रिमूर्तये नमस् तत्र शब्दः एवं तत्र सकारादेश विसर्गसन्धिः एव अस्ति. नमः त्रिमूर्तये.
विसर्गसन्धिः. अस्तु महोदय. तुभ्यं प्राक्ष्टेः केवलात्मने गुणत्रय विभागाय पश्चात् देवमुपेयुषे.
पश्चात् भेदम् उपेयुषे.
भेदम् उपेयुषे. अत्र जश्वसन्धि पश्चात्.
सत्यं सत्यं. पश्चात् भेदं पश्चात् भेदं जश्वसन्धिः वर्तते. समीचीनं.
भेदम् उपेयुषे.
अस्तु, धन्यवादाः.
धन्यवादः.
Now let us see what are the kriya dyotaka shabdas that are there here, or how do we understand the anvaya of this shloka. So here it is directly the salutations to you. Tubhyam namaha. That is the base word we can actually, or sentence we can think. And then we can see namaswasti swaha swadha alam vashadyogacha is the sutra which governs whenever namaha is used. Whenever namaha is used, the corresponding word will be always in chaturthi vibhakti. So namaha, tubhyam namaha, trimurtaye namaha, trimurtaye tubhyam namaha, prak srishtehe kevalatmane. Prak srishtehe is the only word which is in shashti vibhakti, which is just giving you are the only person who is there. Kevalatmane, prak srishtehe, even before the entire universe was created, only person who was there is you. So that's how all the devatas are basically praying to Brahma. And then gunatraya vibhagaya, one who has done the gunatraya vibhaga, sattva, rajas and tamas, these three are the gunas. And then paschat bhedam upeyushe, and later who basically made the world and categorized or classified into these three gunatrayas, three gunas, and then from that he basically generated the entire universe. So we bow down to that Brahma. We bow down to you, who is all this. So this is how the devas are doing the praising of Brahma. सृष्टेः प्राक् केवलात्मने पश्चात् गुणत्रय विभागाय भेदम् उपेयुषे त्रिमूर्तये तुभ्यं नमः. So that will be the meaning or the artha here in this case. Here prak srishtehe is that's how we can split prak and srishtehe. Prak is also in avyaya. That means to say before something. Prak srishtehe prak. So before the srishti itself. So let's see the अन्वयार्थ. सृष्टेः जगतः सृष्टिक्रियायाः प्राक् पूर्वमेव, before that, केवलात्मने, ekarupaaya, one form, who is there, who existed even before the entire universe came into existence. So indirectly they are saying you are a person who does not have a birth or anything, ajaha. So you are always there. Shashwataha, you are the permanent person. So the same thing is also conveyed in the upcoming shlokas. Paschat anantaram gunatraya vibhagaya sattva rajas tamorupa gunatraya vibhagartham. So for separating the three qualities, which is sattva, rajas, and tamas, gunatraya vibhagaya, for the purpose of that, bhedam upeyushe, one who brought that difference or classification of sattva, rajas, and tamas, upeyushe praptavate, one who obtained these three bhedas, and then who is also Trimurti, Trimurti Swarupa, that is the Trinity, the Holy Trinity is Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara. So you yourself is Brahma, you yourself is Vishnu, you yourself is Shiva. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva Rupena iti Trimurtaye Tubhyam Bhavate Namaha Pranamaha, our salutations to thee. Evam Tatra Devaha are doing the namaskar or the prayer to Brahma. So let us see the overall gist of this shloka. Jagataha Purvam Ekarupaya, one who is there before the world started. Anantaram Sattva Rajas Tamorupa Gunatraya Vibhagartham Upadhim Praptavate. Then who obtained to basically to differentiate between the three gunas. For that purpose, he took on him all these three gunas. Upadhim, Tadrisha Upadhim, Tadrisha Gunatraya Vibhagam Swikartavate, one who manifested or one who took that change or differences in the gunas. And then Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva Rupena, Yaha Rupine, Tadrisha Rupine Bhavate Asmakam Namaskaraha. So that's how they pray. Bhavate Namanam Bhavatu, Natihi Bhavatu, Tadrisha Brahmane Asmakam Namaskaraha. Salutations to thee, um, salutations to you, of three forms, because Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwara, the one soul existing before the creation and one who afterwards divided himself into three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, is embodiment of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. So our salutations to you. So this is the uh, meaning of this particular shloka. Let us see the Vyakarana Vishesha or Vyakaranamshas here in this case. Namaha, Prak, are the Avyayas. Trimurtaye, and all in this shloka, wherever you see, it will be mostly Chaturthi Bhakti because it is in relation with the Namaha. Tisraha Murtaiha Yasya, one who is having three uh, forms, or basically having the elements of the three Trinity in him, that is Trimurti. Tubhyam Dakarantaha Trilingaha Trishulingeshu Samanaha Yushmat Shabdaha Chaturthi Bhakti Ekavachanam Srishdehe Ikarantaha Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam Kevalatmane Kevalaha Atma Kevalascha Ayam Atma cha will be the right way to express it, because he is the only Atma which is present. He is the only person who is present, which is Keval Atman Shabda, Nakaranta Shabda, and hence Keval Atmane will become Chaturthi Bhakti of that particular Shabda. Gunatraya Vibhagaya Sarvatah Gunanam Trayam, Tatra Gunatrayam, and then Gunatrayasya Vibhagaha, Gunatraya Vibhagaha, Gunatraya Vibhagaya, Chaturthi Vibhakti is what will be there. Paschat is an avyayam, Bhedam is Akarant Pullinga Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam, that is to manifest in, or basically to have that difference. Upeyushe, so Sakarantaha Pullingaha Upeyivas Shabdaha, Chaturthi Bhakti Ekavachanam, one who has obtained the three gunas. So he is that Brahma. So we will probably stop at this point with the four shlokas. We have started with the praise that the devatas are doing to Brahma. The first one is this, which is Namaha Trimurtaye Tubhyam. So this is the first shloka where Namas Trimurtaye Tubhyam Praksashteh Kevalatmane Gunatrayo Bhagaya Paschad Bhedamupeyushe Tadrashaya Brahmane Asmakam Namaskaraha Iti Sarvepi Devaha Brahmanaha Satma Brahmanaha Sthanam Gatva Tatra Stotum Stutim Kartum Prarabhanta. They started to do the prayer to Brahma. Evam, with that, we will conclude today's session. I'm just checking if there are any questions in the chat box. Okay, what is the meaning of Supta Padmanam? Supta Padmanam, as I explained already, Padma is lotus, Supta is which is not yet bloomed. That is, it is in a sleeping state. So that is during the night, or basically early in the morning when the Surya Prakasha comes out, then is when the flowers bloom. So that is why Supta Padmanam, that is the meaning there, understanding of that. Troubled in Sanskritam is Viprakritaha. Viprakritaha is being troubled by. That's the word that we have seen in the shloka already. Dhanyavadaha. I think these were the questions in the chat box. Probably another 2 to 3 minutes, I will probably ask if there are any further questions. So please raise your hands in case if you have any specific questions to the content that we have seen today. Yeah, for the exam, I will provide more communication in the following week. In the coming week, I will provide you more details about how to register for the exam, how what can be done, and so on. So please have a bit more patience for exam related topic. Dhanyawadaha. And okay, maybe Ravi Shankar Mahoday, if you have a question to ask.
Hari Om Acharya. Small
Namaste.
distinction between Vag, small distinction I want to understand with it. Vagisham and Vagbir Athyabhihi. How do
Okay.
you specify?
Okay. Vagisha is basically Vacham Ishaha, which is basically referring to Brahma, who is the lord of the speeches. That is Brahma, Vagisham. Then Vagbhihi Arthyabhihi. Vagbhihi means just by speeches. That's it. So they started to praise him with meaningful words. So they in the sense the Deva, all the gods, started to praise the Lord of the speeches with meaningful speeches. That is the meaning of Vagbhihi Arthyabhihi Stotum Upachakrame. So that's a meaning. Sure. Dhanyavadaha. Maybe the last question, Nalini Bhagini.
Mahodaya, I'm asking again about exam. The thing is, whether online exam is allowed, Mahodaya?
So as I said, I will be speaking about the exams itself, what will be the way, how we can write the exam, etc. in the coming week. Okay, so all the details will be provided by then.
Dhanyawadaha.
Sure. Dhanyavadaha. Okay, maybe I see a few more students have raised their hands. I'll give a chance to get their doubts clarified. Usha Bhagini.
Namo Namaha Guruji.
Namaste.
I want to send some 10,000 rupees as a donation. Can you please send the link for how this one, no? Bank details, NEFT, and all.
Okay.
Can you send all the details, or whom can I
Sure.
contact?
Sure. So for this, you can directly visit our website. I will
That
just
and all is
okay.
very
I will
tedious,
just
Mahodaya.
okay. I will just quickly show
Can you
that.
please forward this?
Okay, maybe you can also contact this number,
Mm.
phone number, which is available here.
One Mrs. Shubha something, no?
Yes, yes, you can contact
No,
them.
she
And
doesn't pick up the call. More
okay,
than 20 times I tried. She
1 minute,
doesn't pick up the
ma'am,
call. That
please.
is why I called. I was asking you now.
Okay, no problem. I understand, because one thing that we will also have to understand is there will be so many calls or users who would be contacting the support team, and
Mm.
it will be always. You can also write an email to Sanskrit from home dot at
That
vyoma-samskrta-pathasala,
and all I tried. That
or
and all
okay,
I tried.
maybe you can
Any
just
other
okay, you can.
immediately can they
Yeah,
send?
yeah, you can send an email to me. I will forward you the related information to you.
आपका वो तो मालूम नहीं है आपका email ID and all number nothing I
It is
have.
it is there in every slide. If you see, it is raghu.vyoma at gmail.com. So that is the uh, uh, email address which is
Ah,
there in every slide that we put. If you just refer
ah,
to that, you can see here. It is there here.
mm,
This is my email
mm,
address.
mm.
So please send a mail to
Because
me. I will provide the details.
for the past 3 days, I kept on trying.
No, no, no
Directly
problem.
contacted Mrs. Shubha. I
No
got her
problem. No
number
problem.
somehow. But more than 20 times I tried, but she doesn't pick up the call. And she didn't even call me back. Return call also she
Okay.
didn't give.
So
So
agreed.
I tried
Agreed.
in so many
I know.
sources.
I know there could be certain times when there'll be too much of load on the support staff, but don't worry. You
Anjay.
can just write an email to me. I will provide you the details that is needed. Dhanyawadaha.
Because nothing could.
Okay. Then Bhuvaneshwari Bhagini, you can ask your question.
This is small doubt. What is the difference between Kapchayam or Kapcha and Kapchaya?
Okay. So Kakshya and Kaksha, that's what I heard because the voice is very feeble. So Kakshya means the class. Um, Kaksha also sometimes is used, but Kakshya is the right word to use for the class. So that is the a difference, I would say. Sure, dhanyawadaha. Astu. So just for the sake of everyone's benefit, I'm just sharing this information from the website itself for the student who had asked a question about donation, etc. So from the website, as soon as you come here, you can see there is a button as donate here. So that can be used to directly get to know the details of the bank account and other things which are there, and you can basically use any information, or otherwise also here the bank details are directly available on the website, which is Vyoma Linguistics Labs Foundation, and the account number and the IFSC code. All this information is already available from one link from the website itself, which is if you just click on donate, which is there on the top of the website. If you just click on it, you will get to know the details of uh, this information. So hope that will help you to contact or get to know what needs to be done, and make your donation. Dhanyawadaha for bringing up that topic. But in case if you have further questions about it, or maybe if you need further instructions, please write an email to me. I will forward the details to it. So with that, we will conclude today's class. Sarvebhyaha dhanyawadaha. Ram Ram Ram.